The Fitterist Show with your host, Christopher Allen, where we explore the art of mind and body conditioning. With the ongoing pandemic and most of the country under stay-at-home quarantine, many people are looking for ways to boost their immune system. In this episode, we discuss what vitamins and supplements do you need to keep your immune system functioning at a high level. Also, what healthy habits can you adopt now to additionally bolster your health and immune system? The combination of these habits with efficient supplementation could go a long way toward keeping you healthy during these unprecedented times and over the long term. So let's dive in. First, a little bit of background. The recent coronavirus outbreak causes a variety of telltale signs and symptoms ranging from fever, dry cough, to more extreme symptoms requiring medical help, such as difficulty breathing, ARDS, and note that at this time, there are not any vaccines or antiviral medications that specifically prevent, cure, or treat coronavirus, so treatment will usually involve managing symptoms with supportive treatments. Note that it is also important that there are no vitamin or supplement can cure COVID-19, nor is there solid evidence that any non-FDA approved vitamin or supplement has any effect on COVID-19. So it's important to note, immune supporting effects of supplements and vitamins is in the context of this coronavirus is theoretical. So vitamins and supplements may interact with one another in your system and with prescription or over-the-counter medications. So, as always, consult with your doctor about all the drugs and supplements you might be taking, and do not start a vitamin regimen or supplement regimen without consulting with your physician. Given that backdrop, here are some supplements that can possibly boost immunity. I'm going to cover about 7 or so, but this list is not meant to be exhaustive. First up, vitamin C, tried and true. Generally, vitamin C can help you fight a cold faster or ease your cold symptoms if you're taking it prior to getting sick. As an antioxidant, vitamin C can help reduce inflammation, and lung inflammation is one of the symptoms which can lead to respiratory distress or even death. So even if you're healthy, it doesn't hurt to supplement with vitamin C. It's probably one of the most, vitamin C that is probably one of the most popular supplements taken to protect against infection due to its role in general in immune health. Vitamin C supports the function of various immune cells and enhances their ability to protect against infection. It's also necessary for some cellular processes which helps keep your immune system healthy by clearing out old cells and replacing them with new cells. Vitamin C is also an antioxidant, protecting against damage induced by oxidative stress, which occurs with the accumulation of reactive molecules known as free radicals in the system. And supplementing with vitamin C has been shown to reduce the duration and severity of upper respiratory tract infections, including the common cold. And just to highlight one review, there were a study with about 11,300 people demonstrated that regularly supplementing with vitamin C at an average dose of 1 to 2 grams per day reduced the duration of colds by 8% in adults and 14% in children. So look, these are not dramatic numbers. It's not a cure, but it seemed to, in this study, have some positive impact on getting over a cold or flu. Interestingly, the review also demonstrated that regularly taking vitamin C supplements reduced common cold occurrence, so the frequency, in individuals under high physical stress, including marathon runners, soldiers, by up to 50%. Finally, high-dose intravenous vitamin C treatment has been shown to significantly improve symptoms in people with severe infections, including sepsis and acute respiratory distress syndrome, which is ARDS. These results confirm that vitamin C supplements may significantly affect immune health, especially in those who don't get enough of the vitamin through their regular diet. The recommended upper limit for vitamin C is roughly about 2,000 milligrams, 2 grams a day. I personally take more than that. I probably take 3 to 5 grams, particularly in this particular time, but supplemental dosage of vitamin C on a daily basis can range anywhere between 250 and 1,000 milligrams. Next up is vitamin D. Now, the primary function of vitamin D is to really help your body maintain optimal blood levels of calcium and phosphorus, which you can get through exposure to the sun's UV rays or through supplements or through foods that you eat. Getting enough vitamin D can also protect you from respiratory infection. The vitamin D supplementation significantly decreases the chance of respiratory tract infections based on clinical studies published in the Journal of Pharmacology and Pharmacotherapeutics. It's a mouthful. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble nutrient essential to the health and functioning of the immune system. It enhances the fighting effects of your white blood cells that are important to your immune defense and decreases inflammation, which helps promote immune response. Many people are deficient in this important vitamin, which may negatively affect immune function. In fact, low vitamin D levels are associated with an increased risk of upper respiratory tract infections. In fact, in a 2019 review of randomized control studies in over 11,000 people, supplementing with vitamin D was shown to significantly decrease the risk of respiratory infections in people deficient in this vitamin and lowered infection risk in those with adequate levels of vitamin D. So this suggests that there's an overall some sort of protective effect. Other studies note that vitamin D supplements may improve response to antiviral treatments in people with certain infections, including hepatitis C and HIV, and depending on blood levels, anywhere between 1,000 and 4,000 IU of supplemental vitamin D per day is sufficient for most people. I take 5,000 IUs just because that's what, when I order from Amazon, that's the dosage of one capsule. So even though those with more serious deficiencies often require higher dosage. So again, I take 5,000 IUs of vitamin D3 per day. Next up is zinc. And zinc, it's a mineral that's commonly added to supplements and other healthcare products like lozenges that are meant to boost your immune system because zinc's essential for immune system function. Zinc is needed for immune cell development, and the communication plays an important role in inflammatory response. So a deficiency in zinc does affect your immune system's ability to function properly, resulting in an increased risk of infection and disease. Just a data point, zinc deficiency affects around 2 billion people worldwide. It's very common in older adults. In fact, up to 30% of older adults are considered deficient in zinc. Numerous studies reveal that zinc supplements may protect against respiratory tract infections like the common cold. Additionally, supplementing with zinc may be beneficial for those who are already sick. And just to reference a 2019 study, they looked at 64 hospitalized children with acute lower respiratory tract infections. Taking 30 milligrams of zinc per day decreased the total duration of infection and the duration of the hospital stay by an average of 2 days compared to a placebo group. Supplemental zinc may also help reduce the duration of the common cold. Taking zinc long-term is typically safe for healthy adults as long as the daily dose is under the upper limit of around 40 milligrams of zinc per day. And excessive doses may interfere with copper absorption, which could increase your infection risk. So 40 milligrams of zinc per day max seems to be the upper limit. Next up is B complex vitamins. Now, B vitamins, which are typically vitamin B12, vitamin B6, are important for healthy immune response. But a lot of people are deficient in them, which could negatively affect your immune health. B6 is essential to keeping your immune system in top condition, supports biochemical reactions within the immune system, and makes sure that vitamin B as a supplement you take as part of your daily diet. You can easily get your daily intake from fortified foods or in a multivitamin. Vitamin B6 rich foods include things like chicken, cold water fish such as salmon, tuna. It's also B6 is found in green vegetables, chickpeas, hummus. So there's a lot of ways to get vitamin B6, but you can always supplement with a capsule. Our fifth supplement is elderberry. Black elderberry, which has long been used to treat infections, is being researched for its effects on immune health. It has been shown to enhance immune system response and may help shorten the duration and severity of colds as well as reduce symptoms related to viral infections. A review of 4 randomized control studies in about 180 people found that elderberry supplements significantly reduced upper respiratory symptoms caused by viral infections. An older 5-day study from 2004 demonstrated that people with the flu who supplemented with 1 tablespoon, about 50 milliliters of elderberry syrup 4 times a day, experienced symptom relief 4 days earlier than those who didn't take the syrup. So they had a control group and were also less reliant on other medication. However, the study is a bit dated, 2004, so it was also, if you look at the footnotes, it was sponsored by the elderberry syrup manufacturer. So once again, devil sometimes in the details. But look, elderberry supplements are most often sold in liquid or capsule form. Taking elderberry supplements may help reduce upper respiratory symptoms caused by viral infections and help alleviate flu symptoms. However, there's still more research needed around elderberry, but that's the fifth one. Number 6 is garlic. Garlic has powerful anti-inflammatory and antiviral properties. It's been shown to enhance the immune health by stimulating protective white blood cells. However, human research is still a little limited, so its antiviral properties may be helpful in reducing the severity of symptoms in colds or flu. Just to cite one study, people who took garlic supplements during the cold season caught fewer colds than those who took placebo pills. So garlic may also shorten the duration of a cold. And you could either consume garlic fresh, or you can take it in the form of a supplement. And the 7th supplement is turmeric curcumin. It's the main active compound and has anti-inflammatory properties. Animal studies indicate that it may help improve the immune function. Curcumin is derived from the Curcuma longa plant, commonly known as turmeric, and it's been used in Chinese medicine for its analgesic, anti-inflammatory, and antiseptic activity. So curcumin may help fight inflammation and aid the body's immune response. As found by, there was one study published in the Molecules newsletter that indicated that it did improve some ability of the body to have better immune response. Now, while supplements can be part of a solution to remain healthy and improve your immune system, there are definitely other factors with equal or even greater impact on your overall health and immune system. So I thought I'd cover a few of those. Number 1, exercise and stay active. Working out, it is a powerful way to boost your immune system. It causes your body's antibodies and white blood cells to circulate more rapidly, which means they may be able to detect and zero in on bugs and viruses more quickly. Being active also lowers stress hormones, which reduces your chances of getting sick. Research suggests that exercise effects may be directly relevant to virus fighting. According to a recent study, this was in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, they surveyed about 1,000 people, and these people exercised at least 5 days a week, had almost half the risk of coming down with a cold as those who were more sedentary. And if they did get a cold, they reported less severe symptoms. So there may be a protective benefit from the sweat when you work out. Raising your body temperature may help even kill germs in the tracks. The key to exercise, of course, is do it in moderation. Don't go all out and kill yourself, but be consistent. So 30 to 60 minutes of exercise, moderate to vigorous, most days of the week. That can definitely help. Number 2 is diet. Now, we've talked about this in the past on the show about food being a form of medicine. 80% of your immune system is in the gut. So when it's healthy, when your gut's healthy, you tend to be able to fight off infections faster, better, more easily. When it's not, when your gut's not healthy, immune system is weaker and more susceptible to fighting off infection. So you want to, in general, eat healthy. Mediterranean style of eating, diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, fatty fish, nuts, olive oil. I'm still eating my meat, chicken. I'm still eating beef at least once a week. And the fact that more people are cooking at home during this pandemic is probably a good sign, as home-cooked meals are generally more nutritious than takeout or processed fast foods. In general, one should look to limit the amount of processed and fried foods and sugar-laden products, all of which are much more inflammatory on your health. Number 3, sleep. We've talked about this before. Sleep is another very natural immune system booster. It basically recharges your entire body. When you're sleep deprived, your body produces stress hormones like cortisol to keep you awake and alert, which suppresses the actual immune system. But when you get a full 7 to 9 hours of sleep, One study found that people who did so were 4 times less likely to come down with a cold than those people who only got 6 or fewer hours of sleep per night. And the fourth habit area is meditation or managing stress. There's a strong link between your immune health and your mental health. When you're under chronic stress or anxiety, your body produces stress hormones that actually suppress your immune system. So people who are stressed are generally more susceptible to developing colds. In one study, this was published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, 276 healthy adults were exposed to the cold virus, then were monitored and quarantined for 5 days. Those who were stressed were more likely to produce molecules that trigger inflammation and were about twice as likely to get sick. People who are stressed are also less likely to pay attention to other healthy habits like eating right and getting enough sleep because they're stressed out. Although you can't avoid stress in your life, you can adopt strategies to help manage your stress. And in one study from 2012, published in the Annals of Internal Medicine, they looked at adults 50 years of age and older and found that those who either did a daily exercise routine or performed a mindfulness meditation were less likely to get sick with a respiratory infection than subjects in a control group. And if they did get sick, they missed fewer days of work. So definitely regular exercise routine, mindful meditation can absolutely help you manage stress. So in summary, when it comes to fighting viruses, everyday precautions such as washing your hands and avoiding sick people, social distancing are obvious, should be obvious by now, and obviously key. But experts say that boosting your own immune system may give you that edge in staying healthy. There are many supplements on the market that may help improve immune health. The ones we talked about in this episode, things like zinc, elderberry, vitamin C, vitamin D are just some of the supplements that have been researched for their immune-enhancing potential. However, although these supplements may offer a very small benefit for immune health, they're by no means a replacement for a healthy lifestyle. So maintaining a balanced diet, getting enough sleep, engaging in regular physical activity, not smoking, avoiding sugar-laden and processed foods are some of the most important ways to keep your immune system healthy and reduce your chances of infection and disease. If you want to decide to try a supplement, speak with your healthcare provider first, as some supplements may interact with certain medications you might be taking and may or may not be appropriate or might be appropriate at certain levels and dosages for some people. So check with your doctor first. Also, remember that there is no scientific evidence to suggest that any supplements or vitamins can protect against COVID-19, even though some of them may have some antiviral properties. That said, you can still make lifestyle and dietary changes today to strengthen your immune system. These include things like working out regularly, maintaining a healthy diet, ensuring you get good sleep, actively managing your stress levels. Although none of these suggestions can prevent coronavirus, they may reinforce your body's defenses against harmful pathogens in general and set you up for a happy and healthier lifestyle. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week. With that, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to listen to The Fitterist Show. You can follow us on Instagram at FitteristMindBody and on Twitter at FitteristMind. If you enjoyed this episode, please send it to a friend or subscribe to make sure you don't miss any future episodes of The Fitterist Show. My name is Christopher Allen, and make it a magical day.